Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays.
Rebel soul child got a fist ball. I'm a respawn of ancestors and I'm blessed. They are not him, tell him fess up. I get checked up, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless. Yeah, I got next up, right? No, we're not the same, cause see when I look in your iris, you likely to talk but not ready to ride. You do better keeping it quiet. My pen is ignited, my soul is enlightened. I like who I am, but I'm biased. The palette is right, and my drip is a fountain. I'm not like these regular guys. All of that talk is misguided. She like the way I make the tape print, but the way I make the words play is grim. I'm the reaper reaching for the kill switch. The label cut the check like the bladesman. Something sparking where his brain is. The beat is somewhere where they prayers in. Geronimo, the way I make the bass jump when no parachute is tasted.
What is going on, people? I don't mean to cut you off, James, but I come in hot like a lollipop that's all frosted up. Now I'm playing. This is Throwing Hands, the #1 MMA show in the fucking industry. This is how we do it. I am your boy Josh, my boy James. What's up, man?
Oh man, that was a great intro. That's a way to break some fucking ice. This could be one of those type of fucking shows. I can tell already.
Oh yeah, I could tell, man. This is gonna be a funny ass one, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. We got the megaphone himself, Mr. Wrekitry, on today. So it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be definitely a fun day. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing good,
You threw me off with that shit.
I'm doing good. I took a break from doing a shit ton of overtime this week, so definitely getting more rest, but still just sticking to the grind. Went back into the gym as well. How about you, though?
Yeah, man. I had a crazy fucking week, to say the least. But I can't complain. I'm here. I'm free. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little under the weather, a little sick. I don't know if people can hear it in my voice or not, but I'm a little sick. But
It's okay. It's gonna draw the ladies.
shit. Stay away from that. You don't want none of that shit. No, but other than that, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Did you finally get to try the F3 drink?
I did.
How'd you like it?
Shout out to F3 Energy. That shit was good. And I was tripping out because you were showing me that it's not just an energy drink company. They got like a drink that literally kind of like helps you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Ed?
What's up, man? Yeah, there's ones that help you sleep. There's ones for increased metabolism, increased just like focus.
You know what? Let's go ahead and introduce our guest.
Oh yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, here we gotta do it the proper way. And let me tell you something. This guy is a rock star, a jolly green giant ready to set the bar. He's got so much bass in his voice, he shakes the stage as he makes some noise. And now you got no choice but to join the cause and let out your roars. Speaking of cause, how about the effect that this man has on the crowd? Cheering sound, sending earthquakes through the ground as we witness who's the best pound for pound. And now it's time for this guy to take the stand. Ladies and gentlemen, he's RUF Nation's biggest hype man. He's the one and only Wrekitry. What is going on, you cucumber man?
Oh man, sorry. Let me put this down. I brought my own eggplant. I wasn't sure if you guys would have some for me. People, it's Wrekitry. I'm here with you. I'm RUF's hype man. I'm the hypiest guy you met. I'm the hypiest guy you'll know. And if you haven't met me and you don't know me, well, guess what? I got an opportunity for you. We got RUF 54 coming up April 22nd. You got to be there. Wreck it.
Man.
I love it, man.
The voice of RUF himself, man. How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. And let's not take away from that intro that just got laid down on me. It was like Eminem and Dr. Dre came together and composed something with Rihanna that was just legendary. And there people gonna be talking. People be talking.
Hey, you know I had to do you right, especially you had that flawless green suit at the Muay Thai event, so I got to introduce you as the Jolly Green Giant.
Hey, I love it. I've been called a lot worse things.
You always got to threads on, man. You always dripping.
You
always
do.
got the drip, right? So
Well, I'm
what
glad you brought up
what inspires the drip?
You see, I was born in a lab, conceived by supermodels and fashion designers. I was not what they were looking for, so they threw me out, but I still got it in me. And so some people say, wreck it. Where did you come from? Well, I don't know. I've been always here, so I'm not really sure. But let me tell you one thing. I might potentially be one of the fiercest mutant, rough X-Men ever to exist. My superhuman power is I got all the drips. If I don't got them, I get them and I drip them. My man here called me the icicle because I'm always melting, but I'm always reforming.
You always dripping, huh?
Always dripping. I'm the drippiest. I got the drips. So yeah, no, I'm people often say, Ryan, what is your style? Is it urban? Is it street? Is it hip hop? Is it rock and roll? Is it country? Nay. If I had to sum it up in a nutshell, it's peacocking. Because I want to make sure when I walk in the room, everybody sees exactly what I'm cooking with. And I got a special pair of shoes fresh off the boat. Got them on this
Ooh.
new thing. I don't know if you've heard about it, the Amazons. And it delivers right to your door. It's fantastic. You guys should try it. And these shoes, I believe they cost me $49.50. They got some fake go. Oh, I say no more. I say no more.
You guys
So,
keep the
so you
surprise.
got these ordered directly from the Amazon, straight to the door.
Straight to the
Got
door.
some
Straight to the door.
Chinese on it.
It's they're Chinese as a ma. I believe no actual little laborers involved, but I cannot back up that statement.
See, but it's not only the drip though, it's the voice, it's the bass behind the voice. We be seeing you now with Ruff, you just letting it roar, you got those crowds just going.
Yeah, no. So the history on me, if we want to, delve into the past of what
Yeah,
created
how did
my product,
Wrekitry come about?
how did
How
it
did
come to
that come
be?
about?
Well, I believe I'm kind of like a little baby chicken right now. And so I was once an egg and I had to be incubated and sprinkled with different things to make me into the wreck-it monster I am today. So most of the people I love in the world call me coach because I've coached for the last 18 years straight. I've coached everything you can possibly imagine. That's mainstream sports, I guess. I haven't done any Brazilian jiu-jitsu yet, but we'll see how that goes. I've done wrestling, football, track and field, soccer, t-ball, girls soccer. I feel like I'm missing some basketball. Did I say basketball? Which is a sport I love to watch, but gee whiz, Wreck-It, he's got this problem. Um, my vertical, you could slide a credit card right underneath it. And I swear, man, you look at me, you look at my face, the power I bring into that
As
jump.
long as you keep your arms up, though.
Well, that's it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how high was that? And they're like, still a credit card. God damn it. I tried so hard. I got no verticals, so I don't understand basketball. So, but these are all experiences that help create the man you see in front of you today. I wasn't ready at 20. I wasn't ready at 22, but here I am today at 23. I'm ready to rumble. I'm ready to cook it. And then somebody's over there doing the math. Well, you've coached for 18 years, you're 23. Well, obviously I've lied about my age, but that's neither here nor there.
So, have you done any coaching like with like combat sports at all, or well, you said wrestling, but like MMA in particular, or is this kind of the fresh start of you getting more immersed in the field?
Yeah, I've always been into it. I've been a quiet fan,
Mm-hmm.
but now I'm a super fan, and I'm a sponge for knowledge. So I like to watch what you guys lay down. You drop a lot of knowledge on the people. Everybody, I'm always talking. I'm always inquisitive, and it just gets stored right up here.
Mm-hmm.
I got no hard drive space left, but I say it goes in here, but it might just come out the other side. But I'm an addict. I'm addicted to it. I love it. You've never lived till you've been leaning on the side of the ring while two full-grown men or women go into full-blown combat. It's invigorating.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
totally different when you're right in there and you're hearing the smacks and you can damn near feel the sweat and it's a totally different thing. So how did the whole announcing thing come about? How did the hype man thing come about? How did that whole come?
Well, so I mean, we've all seen Pinocchio. So here was these the people that be the decision makers, and they saw a beautiful star and they wished upon it. Please give us the answer to continuing our great journey. And then lo and behold, I was a real boy. No. Um, long story short, coached for 18 years. November last year, I wrapped up coaching at Desert Vista High School. Thunder Nation, what's up? And I decided that it was a moment in my life where I was ready for a change. I kind of got into coaching to coach my kids, and here I was just coaching other great, amazing kids, dudes that I would go to war with, and they do the same for me. So here I am enjoying some free time, getting a chance to hang out with the wife and kids. And they're adult like kids, but they're still around. And within about 3 days, my wife was driven insane, and she realized coaching was my outlet where I could get all my crazy out. So I needed an outlet. So I contemplated getting back in the game. And then my home gym, Jab Fitness. I don't know if you've heard about them, but if you haven't heard about them, you need to look them up. The Spencers are amazing. B. Spencer, new nickname, the Messiah. He's a legend. His wife, Jen Spencer. All the people there are absolutely amazing. So I was going there for the physical therapies. I don't know if you guys have that in your country or not, but it's beautiful stuff. And she does the suction cup, sucks all the bad juju out of me, all the evil. And she saw me in action, and she thought, oh my God, that voice, you need to be a ring announcer. So long story short, she puts me in touch with one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And I use that term. I used it at RUF 53. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are the 4 main dudes in charge of RUF, and they're absolutely legends. We got Jason, the best matchmaker. We got CJ, the best promoter, and then all the way up to Doc, who is just one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. So I'm sitting at Jab at the December weigh-ins for the December show, which was RUF 51, I believe, if my math is correct.
Yeah.
And talking to CJ, and I'm like, hey, I don't know, I might want to be a ring announcer. And he goes, well, we got a great ring announcer. I don't know if you've heard about him. He's the legendary Dave Velvet. And I go, oh, the Dave Velvet? And I go, I'm going to need to smell his jacket later. But we need a hype man. And I go, wait a minute. I don't want to be a ring announcer. I want that job. I didn't know that was a thing. So here I am. I've been incubated for so long to become a hype man, and I've been given my golden opportunity by one of the most amazing dudes I've ever met, the CJ, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse of RUF MMA. He's a legend. He's a GOAT. He's a hardworking SOB. And lo and behold, Wrekitry is born. And so he's asking me, what name do you want to go by? So I pondered it for a while. I'm like, I want to go by Samantha. And then he says, that's the stupidest name ever. So I tossed with around Cloud Kid and Rainbow Tickles. No, I never touched around Rainbow Tickles. That'd be a funny name for a guy. Rainbow Tickles. He's a menacing motherfucker.
With the voice of an angel.
With the voice of an angel. But he'll hit you in the face so hard, your fucking mama will hurt. So lo and behold, Wrekitry is born. And so I thought to myself, when did I become Wrekitry? When did Wrekitry come to be? And as I look back in my life, as long as I can remember, Wrekitry has always been there. I was always that dude at every family reunion. I was always that dude in class. I've been labeled a jackwagon my whole life. So here I finally have the appropriate arena in which to unleash my special brand of justice. And here I am today.
See, and I love the whole persona of Wrekitry too, because you're just so fucking, it's an authentic mix of craziness and badassery because of the way you're able to rouse the crowd. Like literally, I'm there following you around with the camera as you're hyping up the crowd, getting them to do all the crazy shit. And it's crazy. It's crazy to see and to hear too, like how you're getting started with it. Like in your life, did you ever think that you would ever become a hype man like this?
No, absolutely not. I didn't know it was a thing until I found out. And then here I am. But I believe that everybody has a purpose. Life has a reason. And I always felt ever since I was a young boy that I was destined for something. And, I run and operate my own business, done it for 18 years. So I kind of thought that was the thing. No. All these things were just helping build towards this great moment. And I
Mhm.
kind of feel like, yes, I may be Wreck-It but I'm no leader. Wreck-It, we're all Wreck-It. It's for the
Mhm.
people. The people need this. They need action, energy, adventure, romance, no? And that's what we bring to it. So I believe it's a calling to all. Bring out your inner Wreck-It. Come support Wreck-It. So I've got my tight people in my pack. That's my wrecking crew. They're ready to go. And then all my fans that I either coached or I'm good friends with, those are my wrecking balls. But
Mhm.
guess what? We got open seats at the wrecking ball table. And so the way I kind of talk about it is, RUF is an amazing experience, period. If
Mhm.
anybody's been to a RUF, they'll back me up on it. I've never met somebody that went to a RUF event recently and said, I didn't enjoy myself. And that's pretty good.
Mhm.
100% of the time, people are happy 100% of the time. That's rare in today's society. Then there's
Yeah.
these naysayers like, oh, it's so barbaric. Well, suck it up, Buttercup. Come on down. You come for the fights, you come for the energy, and you stay for the entertainment. And that's what we can bring to y'all.
Mhm. Exactly, exactly, and now that you bring it up too, so we just recently had the Rough 50 what was it? The Rough 53 Super Series Muay Thai event. What was your impression of that? Because that was a major historic moment for not only the state of Arizona, but for the whole community of Muay Thai.
Oh, absolutely. And it's something that I had been kind of following and I really immersed myself in it. And I got the opportunity to meet a ton of the fighters. So, two of the guys at 153, Jose and Jorge. Um, I'd say their last names, but I'm gonna butcher it, and I know they're probably watching and they're gonna give me shit. But anyway, I met them at the Great Arizona Smokeout. That was my first taste of getting in this lifestyle. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Twista was there. We had a
Oh,
couple
shit.
other artists. Hood Booty University was there, and guess who's an
Hey.
honorary member of Hood Booty University?
Is it Wreck-It
This
Rye?
guy, this guy.
Hey.
They're my dudes. I love these guys. And it was absolutely epic. But I got a chance to meet Jose and Jorge, and we instantly hit it off. And the main dude, Vin, in charge of ex Muay Thai, I would say it the way he wants me to say it, but I'm going to butcher that too. So maybe another reason why I'm not a ring announcer is I will get your name wrong 100% of the time, but some of the time I'll get it right about 10% of the time.
I have a problem with that. Don't worry. You're not alone.
Yeah.
So do I too.
I
I
Yeah.
got
And
speech
unfortunately,
impediment.
yeah, that's what I
I
tell
can say
everybody.
it. I can say it before the lights come on. The lights, we'll be in the middle of a conversation, comes out great. Lights come on, good luck.
Yeah. No, and you should see me at weigh-ins. I mean, it's amazing. I have this whole metric. I fill it out. I spell it out in my sloppy ass handwriting the way it's supposed to sound, not spelled
Are
correctly.
you the only person that can read your handwriting?
Nobody can read my handwriting, even me. And I'll be up there. Ah, shit.
What does it say? Can I help you?
Well, I don't know if you noticed. If anybody watched the weigh-ins, and if you haven't watched a live weigh-in, it's a whole new experience. It's a
Mhm.
fun time. I keep the energy up. I have a good time, and the whole time when I'm butchering the fighter right in front of me's name, I'm whispering in his ear, "I'm sorry," and then they just love it. So they respond well to it. So. I'm a strong believer in energy. Energy can
Mhm.
change the world, and it's how you use it. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be sexual, it can be non-sexual. And so what I try to bring is the right energy for the right space. So I am your hype man for hire. I'm everybody's hype man. Wreck-It Rye loves the people. I don't have a favorite. Well, my wife, but other than my wife, I don't got a favorite. So I love the people. So I'm here for everybody, every fighter, every person, every fan. I'm here ready to rumble.
So, what do you think about what Ruff has done with kind of like the whole media day with the weigh-ins and they got the interviews going now for the fighters? There's just a lot, more than they're doing than just being a promotion. Um,
Mhm.
so you're there with the hype man, hyping up the event, letting people know why they're there. First of all, and you were just giving those fighters that showcase and that spotlight that they deserve. How do you feel about what they're doing?
I love it. I love it. I mean, I've coached for so long, and we always try to emulate the big game, the next step, that next jump. So I think it's great for these fighters because some of them have never even been in these arenas to get that full level experience. I try to draw inspiration from other events and other things that are similar. There isn't none. We're one of a kind. We're a snowflake. When the word gets out on what we're bringing, my phone has not stopped ringing, but I'm a loyalty guy. RUF gave me my shot. I'm going to get RUF tattooed on my chest in henna. Yeah, that's how serious I am about shit. In henna.
Are we gonna do red, or are we just gonna say straight up?
Oh, yeah, it's traditional, man. Come on, you got to go traditional art form on that. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And that's what too. It's what I really love about RUF that really sets them aside as the #1 promotion in Arizona is the fact that they're so passionate about the community to make it so extravagant, especially since these are upcoming athletes, especially in this industry, and to provide a platform where they're able to not only hit the trajectory of their career that they want, but to garner that attention, that social media appeal, and to start building that story and their legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's high level. It's, the thing I always used to tell my athletes is we're classy. We're a class act. And that's exactly what RUF does. RUF gives you the full show for the blue crawler price. You can go to the upper level stuff and, drop $5,000 and have the night of your life. Or you can come out. We want the people there. We want everybody to have a shot at this. RUF Nation is for the people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so speaking of RUF with it, we have this month coming up in particular. We got RUF 54.
I'm so excited. I'm beyond belief excited. What I do is I bottle up all that hype. So, now I'm kind of, I take the choice pieces of hype and I kind of put them in there and save them. And when we get into what I call fight week or game week, the week before the event, I just start stuffing it in there. And I'm like a teapot about ready to blow. And then all of a sudden Friday comes and I am so jacked up, so turned up, not, well, maybe it's some caffeine driven, but I'm ready to freaking go. So the 22nd can't come here soon enough. I need more. I need more people. I thought that Muay Thai event was the biggest turnout we've had thus far. I thought it was great. Classic fights, a lot of them, a lot of good fun. We had a lot of good fun with my little intermissions with the entertaining. I lost my voice. I don't know if that was evident on my second set, but just got it back. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to work on talking from my diaphragm. I don't know where that is. I think it's in my leg, but I'm going to work on that.
Yeah, save your voice a little bit you can get through the show. No, that Muay Thai event was really, really good.
That was great.
Music.
I have no
I'm gonna
idea.
say it again. I love the atmosphere that the music set and having that rhythm in there the whole time, and that's why you probably lost your voice too. You were screaming over the music.
I was so excited. There were so many people, and they were a good crowd.
Really
every time I tried to command them, they were sitting there just waiting to rumble. So it was a good group of people. I'm starting to get like all these
got the double wave going.
Oh, the double. We haven't seen nothing yet. Like I'm trying with that double wave. We're gonna get that so supreme. I'm just gonna do some hand gestures, and there's gonna be double waves going on. I'm gonna sip a little tea, do this with my hands, or gonna do something else. I got to be careful with my hands. If I do something wrong, they might attack somebody. So I got to keep the hand gestures to a minimum. But yeah, no, I got big dreams. I got big things. It's all about energy, excitement, and entertainment. I want to make sure during the whole entire event, whatever event I'm doing, everybody starts smiling. They leave smiling. They wake up the next morning smiling, and their jaw hurts so bad from the time of the life they had.
I know something that'll make us smile. So we do have a couple of fights that have been announced. We do have a Bridge City fight that was announced. Did you see it already?
Oh, I'm sorry, you broke up. A what?
I said we do have a Bridge City fighter that was fight.
Yes, I'm so excited. Oh my God!
So we got Trenton Byer.
Yep, Byer.
He's defending his title again at RUF 54.
Gonna be
epic.
Yeah, he's fighting Diani Moreira, right?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a really, really, really good Marrero, my bad. But yeah,
Marrero.
that's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
be a really, really good fight. And you know, he's proven already again to be a people's champ,
Mhm.
a fighter's champ, man. Was his
Mhm.
second title defense of the year already?
Yeah, his first title defense was against Brian Benavides, and I know Brian and Diani, they actually fought for the chance to fight Trenton, and I know Diani lost, so I'm really curious to see how he's going to come back in this fight.
Yeah, it should be a good one, man. It should be a good one.
Oh, and he's just sneaky, right? Like you look at him and you're like, what's he got? And he's sneaky. A
Hmm.
good dude, man. I love my Bridge City dudes. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, he surprised me too with how wild he was with those flying triangles, and he was just not letting up.
Cause man, he knows. Brian's a beast, man. You can't give him no room. You gotta smother him,
Hmm.
and that's exactly what he did. And caught him in a couple compromising positions, and result title
Hmm.
defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
So what's Oh no, there was another fight that got announced too. Is James Trinidad, right? Because he was at the last RUF 52 that we're all at.
So I guess Muhammad. They've been looking for a fight for him, Alim Muhammad, at a amateur fight for him for a while, and couldn't get one. So he has decided to go pro.
Ooh.
And so Alim Muhammad, am I getting that right? Let me double check. Yes, Alim
Remember,
Muhammad.
we all suck at pronouncing names.
That's right.
You know what?
You're in a safe place.
Eh,
It's a safe zone here,
but
man.
by the time we get there, I'm gonna have that shit right. Alim Muhammad is going pro, and James Trinidad is getting the opportunity to come back and redeem himself after his loss at RUF 52
Mhm.
to Luai Abusha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was one of the closing out main events, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was the Louis Abishar. So that is going to be an interesting fight because James Trinidad was really, speaking with him after the fight, he was really disappointed in his performance. He said that he didn't get to showcase any of the skill set that he had that he was bringing to the
Mhm.
table. So he was really, really, really disappointed in himself, and from that fight. So it's going to be really good to see, him come back and get a chance to put those, skills uh, at display for us. And I'm kind of excited to see that. And then
Mhm.
Lim Muhammad is someone that a lot of people have been waiting to see get back in the ring. He started with RUF, and as far as his amateur career, and then he's going pro with RUF as well. And
Mhm.
that's a lot. I see that with a lot of guys out here, like not just out here, but in general. Um, they start their amateur career with RUF. They might fly around, go get some experience other places, go do other things, and come back and start their pro career with RUF
Yeah.
too.
That's how Luai Abushar did it too. He started his amateur and pro career with RUF.
Right. Um, a lot of homage paid there. I like seeing that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And now I'm curious. So, Wreck-It, who do you think, or what fighters in particular do you really want to see coming up on the RUF 54 card based off who you've seen so far?
You know what? I'd like them all. I'd like everyone. I'd like to have 36 bouts one night. We'll be there till 7 a.m. It will be the longest night of your life. No, really, I've yet to meet a fighter I didn't just absolutely love. They're all great
Yeah.
dudes. They all do it the same way. You walk up to them, they're hardcore. And once I say 3 words, we are the best friends for the rest of our lives. I have been inaugurated into so many packs of elite fighters by their fans and family because I just love them all. I can't pick
Mhm.
one. It's like having a favorite M&M and a bag of M&Ms. You love M&Ms. You want to eat them all. I want
I
them
got
all.
one. I got one guy that I have not been able to see that we were set to see. Um, and you know me, once I'm set to see something, I gotta see it. So what you know who it is?
James Pleasant III. Is that him?
Maybe there's two guys.
Maybe
there's
I've been wanting to see that dude fight so bad ever since those pictures I took of
That
him. That
damn
crazy
Joker
ass look in
smile.
his eyes.
and he's an actor. He's so amazing.
He's cool
Bro.
as shit. Dude.
He is. He's my boy. He's my boy.
James Pleasant is cool as shit. James, if you're out there,
I want to change who my favorite is. My favorite is still everyone, but my next favorite would be James Pleasant III because he is a dude. He is ready to go. He's composed. He was so pissed he didn't have a fight in 52, so you know he's going to be hungry and ready to go. Let's see James Pleasant on the ticket.
Hey,
I want to see Justin Trigg.
Justin Trigg.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Justin Trigg. Yeah, that's right. I've been wanting to see him fight too because he fights out of the same gym as Wrekitry, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe is it Legion?
Yeah, Legion. Yeah, because that one of all the other events that we've seen with Zarina's crew, Justin has been a part of it too.
Yeah, I want to see Justin because Justin was hyped as fuck for that fight, and we all know what happened to that fight. There's some complications against his opponent, but yeah, I want to see that.
Mm.
That's going on this weekend too, down in Tucson. There's a heavyweight title fight.
Oh yeah, that's right for Rise of the Prospects, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, what I like too with Arizona as well is the community it has with the fighters across the whole industry in this state because you're seeing all these guys who like, bro, we can't help but fall in love with all these guys and just the stories they have, the legacy they're trying to build, and all those blood, sweat, and tears they're putting into it. And you're seeing themselves, they're dipping their toes into each field of area, finding which one has the sweetest fights, the one that got best developed their career. And like we also say, it almost always circles back to RUF too, with a lot of fighters not only making their amateur but their pro debut in it. And just I don't know. I always circle back to saying like I love this community and just all the fighters because they're all tremendous guys.
Yeah.
They are. They're good people, good, wholesome, very respectful people. You know, the Muay Thai following was very disciplined. Yes, sir. But the MMA team or group was just the same. So that's what really blew me away. Is it wasn't anything I had. These are all rock solid dudes that just have a craft that needs to be harnessed. I just made up a word. It's harnessed and harnessed together. That's how we do it at RUF. We harnessed people. They're all harnessed hardcore motherfuckers.
What's the act of harnessing?
Well, the act of harnessing is to harness one or oneself, and it's not sexual. You fucking weirdo.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The beginning of the interview that I did with Antonio Martinez, my speech impediment came out. I was all like, the one and only Antonio Martinez.
Antonio, the one and Onio.
Yeah, I straight up did that. And
Sprinkle of flavor.
Exactly. You saw me kind of like cringe at myself for a second, and then Antonio cracks up a bit, and I'm like, "Yep, there's one of my gaffes."
I love it. Embrace yourself. Embrace it.
Exactly. And that's what I like about this community again, especially the fighters too, because as you get so ingrained and so close with the community and all the amazing people here, whether it's behind the scenes of the promotions themselves or the fighters and their crew, you see the human side of everybody. You see the chinks in the armor that we all possess, but you see what they're trying to make of it, what strengths they're trying to develop, how they're trying to fix their own weaknesses, and how they're just trying to become the best version of themselves possible.
Yeah, very true. Very true. And you see it in every one of them, whether they're, golly, man. Oh, hell. The first fight we had at the Muay Thai, the winner, the champion. What the heck?
Oh, Leandro Martinez?
Leandro, my boy. He's going to be so mad I forgot his name. But I just call him the kid. 17 years old, already been in 40 fights. The kid's on the right trajectory. He's got the right stuff. I love that. I love that a lot of these kids are, hell, can't even legally purchase alcohol in the state, but you can get in a cage and test your mettle. And I just love that about them.
You know, when you hear the documentaries of the greats, it was like You know what I mean? Like they started out at a young age, just dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
That guy right there, he's going to be a champion wherever he wants to go.
Hard
Whatever
worker.
whatever he chooses to be. His dad, his brother, like they're just a
Yeah.
wonderful group, man. Wonderful family, and they're dedicated. They're dedicated,
Mhm.
not just dedicated to the sport, they're dedicated to greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Hard work.
connections they have, and like their dad, he's going out to Thailand to train some more. Like, bro, they get access to some of the best gyms in Thailand, and it's fucking phenomenal. Like, what's that one gym called? Fight or Tiger Muay Thai or something like that?
Hmm. Something of that nature, I believe it is. And some of the best gyms and best coaching, and you're right, man. It goes a long way, and you can see to what you were saying, Rick, at the discipline, just the it's just different. It was just different to see him. And obviously, there's Muay Thai guys in the MMA, region as well.
Mhm.
There's there's all types of different guys that have taken different things and grown up in different scenes. But just to see a true Muay Thai battle, it was just a different discipline.
Oh, and I love it when it was over. Respect. There was nothing more than respect. We just went out there, we performed a legendary, historic, traditional martial arts supremely, and we
Mhm.
both lived to fight the tale. I mean, they're your brothers for life at that point. So it was a game changer. Wreck-It Rye likes the ground and pound. That's the wrestler in me, but Muay Thai really opened my eyes to something a little bit different, and gee whiz, the crowd. But let's not shortchange the crowd of Rough 52. But I think most of them were
Well,
off.
Rough 52 is great, Rough 53 is great, Rough 51 and 50. But what about Rough 54?
Well,
That's the next one's always the best
oh, it is. Well, the more buzz we build, the more people will come. And the first one, when they first got their first taste of Wreck-It Rye, they loved it, but they weren't sure, was it high in fat? Was the calorie content good? Am I good for their cholesterol? No, I'm none of those things. And then by the Rough 53, the Muay Thai Super Series, then they're like, oh, this guy is real. Well, just wait for Rough 54. It's going to be something special, something new. And that's the thing. It's not old sliced bread. We're bringing calzones with
Uh-huh.
jalapenos at you. We
Bringing
have
that
to go
fire.
bringing that fire. That's what it is. And I'm just a small part. I'm just a simple, servant doing my job, handling my craft. But the people are responding to it, and just the fact that we're not following a metric for somebody else. We're carving new territory. We're
Mhm.
pioneers. We are the guys, the trendsetters. And so when you want to set a trend, when you want to be the guy, when you want to be the place, you need the drippiest dude you've ever met. Boom, shakalaka.
Mhm.
one.
Speaking of the drip, do you have an idea for what your drip's gonna be the fight night?
Well, he told us that.
Well, I can tell you a little bit, something about it, but I can't give away all my secrets. Um, Basically, take like a baby swan learning to fly, wrap it in Superman peanut butter, and then light it on fire and kick it down a hallway. And that's what we're bringing at you, if that makes perfect sense.
Perfect sense.
Yeah, thank you.
I love it. I
Flashy,
love it.
a bomb of strength.
Yeah, it's great. You never know where I'll bounce off of. No, the one thing I can promise, I don't dress up a lot, but when I do, I make sure I'm peacocking like crazy. So
Mhm.
everybody's gonna be able to see me, find me, do me, or do me, see me, find me, take pictures with me. Nobody can do me. That's exclusively off limits. It's in my contract, but
I cause a little trouble.
but you know what? You know what's cool is there's a month between these events. So what do we give the people, the addicts, the ones that need a little taste? Well, we got this podcast. This is pretty epic, but I believe social media has a little something for the people. So Wrekitry is always up to something on his social media. And most of it you'll look at and go, that's not using social media correctly. Yes, I don't understand technology, but I'm going to do it Wrekitry style. So you're already following everybody that makes sense to it. But why don't you add a little something? When you go sit down to Thanksgiving dinner, you get your turkey, you get your mashed potatoes, you get your yams. If your mom's cool, she covers them in those little burnt marshmallows. But nobody touches the green bean casserole. Grab a helping of green bean casserole. Follow Wrekitry. Anything you got, Wrekitry. Why did you spell Wreck-It wrong? Well, because I'm blue collar. I don't have the higher learnings. So I thought Wreck was WREK. No, I'm just kidding. I know how to spell Wreck, but we don't got time for C's. We don't have that kind of money in the budget. Wreck It Rye Entertainment, top shelf.
Now that's how you introduce yourself.
So real quick, before we let you out of here and stuff, we have a couple questions we usually ask everybody. So a couple of them we're gonna keep the same. We might switch a variation of yours.
I love it.
So growing up, favorite UFC fighter. Favorite, not even UFC, just favorite MMA fighter.
Well, I'm kind of weird, I like things that sound good rolling off the tongue. So that one's a brainer. It's Shannon the Cannon Rich, and he was my childhood idol. And I got the opportunity to meet him at RUF 53, and we're now best friends. We go out, we talk, we have sleepovers. It's amazing. And this dude has forgot more about beating the crap out of people than we'll ever know. Shannon the Cannon Rich.
He was there at
Where-
RUF 53?
He
Yeah,
was there. He came
So-
to challenge.
They were in the middle of the
Oh.
octagon because
He
the dude
challenged.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
And I believe him. I believe him.
So let me ask you, where can they see Shannon again?
Well, Shannon the Cannon's everywhere. He's when you close your eyes and you wish upon a star. Shannon the Cannon. No, Shannon the Cannon is a private man, but believe it or not, he's kind of a movie star. So I recommend everybody goes to, I think it's IMDb's or DMI or IMBD or wherever you look up, artists that are actors, and he's been in a lot of films you've seen. So probably he's already in your living room right now.
Ooh.
And he's supposed to be at RUF 54.
Oh, we got big plans. We got big plans. The Cannon is coming back at you.
RUF 54. That's
Mhm.
That fight was announced at RUF 53.
Yeah, right in the ring.
Yes, sir. So
And he was working with my buddy. I think it's an excellent opportunity. So we got a little lull in the show. Ashton with Let's Win Apparel, who created this fine masterpiece.
Hey.
You see that?
Hey. That's one sexy ass shirt.
That's custom. They got some model to do the pictures in it, but it's got record. Pretty cool.
yeah, that model, huh? How much they charging that model?
Oh man, we can't even afford that guy. He's got all the drips. I mean, he's billions. I mean, do you have billions? That's what he's got. He's $1 billion supermodel, is what they say. I've never met him.
He's a giant glacier, just never stopped melting.
No, he's always got the drips.
So we got that. And then Josh, you gonna ask yours?
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah. So
We were gonna.
So- Okay. So usually I ask this question for the fighters. It's if they, for one fight, they could have anybody at all. They could be alive. They could be dead from the past. But to coach one of your fights or to corner one of your fights, if you ever did a one-off Wreck-It, who would you want to be in your corner as your coach?
Well, that's real easy. Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh, give me the details. Why is that?
Well, I don't know. I heard it on the internet, and I believe some type of an Indian superpower. Sorry, I don't breathe good. No, I always got my wingman with me, Jesus. So I'd probably put him in the corner. We'd turn water into knuckles and just pummel pummel the opposition.
So,
There we go.
I was gonna switch it backwards and say, who would you like to be a corner man for?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, man, that is deep. All right, let me think about that for a second. Tom Cruise. He's a midget. He's so hated because he's such a freaking asshole. But I'd like to bring out the inner side of him. And there was a movie he played like an old dude. I forget what it's called. Tropic Thunder or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes. And I want him to dance to that apple bottom swing with the boots, with the squirrels. Looking at, yep. And so it'd be Tom Cruise, obviously.
Oh, I love that.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
He's gonna step in the cage dressed up exactly like he was on Tropic Thunder. That'd be
Absolutely.
fucking. I'd be dying.
Absolutely. And a little known fact is he had a messy bowel condition that created the squirts. But that's just a defense mechanism when he gets in the cage. What? Who says that? Can you say squirts on live TV?
I think you can.
Okay. Hey, so I got
Just
this.
don't add the Hershey's.
As long as no OnlyFans or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be a part of my OnlyFans. I have 0 followers. Hot hair. You know what I'm saying? You like him, Harry?
You like him, Barry?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm dead.
I thought that pillow that you had back there that was like a.
Well, you know, I'd like to keep things around that remind me of things that I
I
have.
just see that as an achievement for reaching a certain marker.
So this is I'm glad that we could take an opportunity to introduce Jim's giant eggplant. Actual size.
Dude.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. It's soft.
Does it have a nickname?
Well, Jim is kind of its nickname. Its full name is James McCannon.
Oh God. So April 22nd, RUF 54.
Well, that's RUF 54, but let's pause for a moment and talk about April 21st, the weigh-ins for RUF 54. And that's something people don't even know about. Well, how do I get tickets? Well, you can't come. But we live stream that shit. Uncensored, no bleeps. I kind of set into this trajectory of waiting until somebody says, "Wreck it, don't do that." And nobody said anything. So I don't know what I'm going to say next.
That was
Sports.
You be having me laughing the whole goddamn time. How do we come? You fucking can't. You can watch it.
Oh God. My watch just looked up squirts. You don't not want to know what the actual definition is. It sounds like what it is.
Did it show any natural remedies?
I didn't have any videos, but I had a picture, and it was not pleasant. Wreck-It Ride is, golly, what? Sorry, I'm new to technology. I don't want to stop talking to me. I was raised by wolves. Maybe that makes sense.
What do you want us to search for?
It does this. I'll be with a client, and it's like, how much butt sex do you want? What? Why did you say that? Jesus. Stupid iWatch. I don't know why people Google that stuff. But you know what I've learned? Is don't just accept anybody who wants to follow you on social media. Did you know this?
Oh, wait, what?
There's some scrupulous people out there in the world that are not trying to be your friends. They're trying to sell you their OnlyFans kitten. That's why I don't mess with that, man.
How many OnlyFans kittens have you purchased?
7.
You gotta go for that lucky number.
Well, it's buy 6, get the 7th one for free, but don't even ask.
So you're at 8.
Well, I got 15, but I got 2 cats. No.
Were they email newslettered or were they?
Well, they were handwritten sediments.
Ooh.
They were very smudged pencil.
Oh, they weren't corporatized.
No letterhead. Record Rye keeps it, off grid.
Like we said, blue collar, blue collar.
We blue collar shit around here, man.
Uh-huh. We bring that gypsy era.
Damn right.
This was one for the books.
I'm telling you, and I can just make cameo appearances. You obviously want to see fighters on this show and, different things like that. And I get it. And that's why you guys are a couple of the most legendary podcast hosts that I've ever met. I know 2 podcast hosts. No, I'm just kidding. I know several. But I feel like a little Wreck-It Riot segment might be something that the people may enjoy, and it may build a buzz, and they're going to crave it and want it.
Well, we do our we're now going to start consistently doing our pre-fight show. So maybe that's something we might need to incorporate.
Wait, am I going to be on camera? I hate being on camera. As long as there's no cameras involved.
It's not like you're on camera today, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I got a rule against cameras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just a simulation. Don't worry.
Yeah,
he's actually a 17-year-old schoolboy that's out in Kansas right now.
God, and I heard
I've only known one invisible model.
You can't afford them. And I'm glad that I put on pants because I was told it was only a waist up event, but I'm really glad I covered up the downstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Just keep it in the basement.
Yeah, no, I'm
exactly.
classy.
Well, you got the pillow behind the neck.
It's just an eggplant. It doesn't mean anything.
Before we get out of here, Wreck-It, anybody that you want to shout out?
I really do. Thanks for the opportunity. I want to thank my mom. No, I don't. I do actually. I love my family, but no. Let's start it. Let's start it like who discovered me. And so Jab Fitness, the Spencers, they saw something special and they got me where I needed to be. And I'm forever in their debt. I absolutely love Jab Fitness, Jab Media. Jab Fitness is the gym if you want to become a champ. Jab Media is the place if you want gloves, wraps, apparel. They're legit. Hey, you know that thing where I throw out all that free stuff to the crowds?
Mm-hmm.
That's all supplied by Jab Media. So if you have any of that Jab apparel, give it back. We were just tossing it to you to toss it back. So please, by all means, we got your names and social security numbers. Drop that off at our warehouse. But Jab Fitness, Jab Media, obviously. RUF MMA, RUF Nation, the RUF Nastics. These guys, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. They saw a little something. They didn't know what they saw, but they saw enough. And now those are my boys. I will fight to my end of my life for that. Ashton at Let's Win Apparel. I mean, hands down, some of the best apparel I've ever seen. Being on my coaching experience, I've been around swag. I've generated, jerseys, apparel, club stuff. Never seen nothing like this. And these are shirts that, I mean, the average man would pay $87.58 for, but they're $25 to $35. You just can't do that. Want to know why? Because they're in. They're our blue collar buddies. I absolutely love those guys. Big shout out to Wreck-It Rye, wherever you're at. I know you're listening in. Thank you, Wreck-It Rye, for providing us with the strength we need to get through our day. I know I forgot somebody, all my fighters, all my dudes. I go through all the individual 4 horsemen of the RUF Nation apocalypse, but my boy CJ, I've known him for about 15 years, one of the most legit dudes, and him and I get each other because we're both hard-working SOBs. We both got a day job, a night job, an afternoon job, and then 2 side jobs, and I absolutely love that about that guy. I'd like to thank you all, MMA stalkers, some of the best pictures I've ever seen in the industry, and all you people are great. Throwing hands, this podcast, I love you all. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, thank you, man. It's a privilege to be a part of everyone's story in this journey.
I'm just excited to be here, and thank you for having me. And I will come back anytime. I will clear my schedule. I will quit my day job. I can't quit my night job, but I can quit my day job. So you just let me know.
For sure, man. And if you guys haven't already, download the ASAP Sports Network app on your telephones, on your smart TVs. Make sure you have us in your living room and you walk around with us. You don't want to miss anything.
It's worth it.
Come out April 22nd to Celebrity Theater for RUF 54. You get to see your boy Wreck-It. Then you get to see
great fights, legendary lingers. There's my speech impediment. Legendary lingers, legendary ring girls at the historic Celebrity Theater. And if you like all that, you're gonna love Wrekitry.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. But until next time, man, I appreciate you coming out. Wreck-It, we will see you on the 22nd.
Hell yeah, brothers. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Peace, my brother.
Peace.
Another great show. Another great show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My cheeks hurt a little bit. I won't lie. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, no, my ribs are sore, cheeks are hurting. I was laughing the whole time. I was laughing.
Yeah. I saw your nose be squirting.
His damn phone searching shit. Yeah, man, that was another good one, man. I am waiting. I am looking forward to 22nd.
Yeah, and I love the fact too. Each time now, just the whole hype behind it, the whole anticipation behind it, and then the crew that's building up around it is fucking phenomenal. Like just now getting to meet like this dude, like fucking Wrekitry, a badass dude with just that most greatest energy, and he just brings it to the crowd and everybody around, and it's just everything's coming full circle now with this community.
He's like 2 cans of Monster, definitely.
Maybe a little bit of nitro.
Yeah, a couple cans of F3.
Wait, say again?
Said a couple cans of F3.
That is true. That is true. Oh yeah, you tried the orange mood, right?
No. Oh, I had a little.
Yeah.
Bit, a little bit.
Yeah. It tastes like orange cream pop, right?
That was really good. Tastes like orange cream pop. That peach was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Yeah. Were you peachy afterwards?
I was fuck. I was peachy sleep.
Yeah, that's what I like too about it because it's specifically designed for sleeping.
Yeah, no, that was dope because I don't sleep well, so I was. Yeah, man, that's what I'm about to go do right now. Watch the
Yeah.
rest of the Suns game, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Playoffs are coming. We are like a week away. Kevin Durant's looking good on the basketball court. The Suns are looking phenomenal.
Hey,
Great
it's coming
time of
for
year.
us. Yeah, it's coming full circle here in Arizona. We breed a different set of guys or a different set of athletes, I should say.
Finally, we got somebody down here that can.
Again, it's just I love the community that's being built here in Arizona because it's very authentic and we're all just a bunch of crazy motherfuckers that's ready to do whatever we can to reach our goals and to kick the doors down and do whatever we want and enjoy ourselves in the process.
Yeah. But yeah, before we get out, anything you want to say?
People, if you haven't already subscribed to Throwing Hands, the #1 MMA show in the industry, in the world, in the solar system, in this galaxy, whether in your wormhole, a black hole, James hole, it don't matter.
Boy. Speaking of that, did you see the freaking they're doing some like super fast rocket? They're about to launch to the moon. It's supposed to orbit like 40,000 miles past the moon, furthest we've ever gone in the space ever.
Who's doing that? Is it Elon Musk?
No, NASA.
NASA? I thought NASA got shut down. Or no, they just went private because they stopped getting federal funds, right?
I believe so. But that way they couldn't get involved with what they wanted to do, like the directions they were trying to go.
Mhm.
Like I seen it. I think it was today. I seen it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, let me investigate right quick.
Mhm. Hey, imagine if there's a near future where we end up colonizing the moon or some shit, and then you see just zero gravity MMA fighting. That'd be
Now,
some wild shit. Those throws would not be the same. You just try to throw somebody, and you both just go flying towards the fucking wall.
now that would be some shit. Definitely be some shit. Let me see. Here we go.
we see him in his natural habitat as James searches information on a rocket shooting through the moon. You could tell this episode especially has just been a complete fuckery. Like, it's just been about messing around.
Taking shape for the next generation of astronauts. Today, NASA announced the crew of Artemis 2, the team that will go the furthest humans have ever traveled away from planet Earth. In tonight's Prime Focus, Gio Benitez has more on Artemis 2 and the series of missions that will one day help humanity chart a course for Mars and beyond.
It's the historic and iconic challenge.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out
to reach for the stars.
Of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
And it's set for liftoff once again.
And liftoff of Artemis 1.
For the first time in more than 50 parachutes deploy for a gentle touchdown off the coast of San Diego.
What are you most excited about? I think we would say we're so excited to take humanity with us.
60 miles from the lunar surface, then go that record-breaking 40,000 miles beyond the moon.
It marks a milestone.
Surface, then go that record-breaking 40,000.
Now, 40,000 miles.
And it just looks like that small little space. Dude, that just shows how fucking giant this universe is.
Like, oh no.
That's crazy. You know, that's why, you know, when I die, I don't want to be buried. I don't want to be cremated. Just send me to the stars. That's what I want.
Send you to the stars?
Yeah. Don't even embalm me or whatever, or what the autopsy people do. Just send me straight up. That would be so badass. Like, I've always just loved the space.
Put you on the tip of a rocket.
We got a new business idea. Actually, I talked about this, cracked a joke about this with Pepe Scutia. I don't know if you've met him yet at any of the RUF events, but when I interviewed him, we just started dying laughing. Like, we're going to start a business where if you want to, instead of people being buried or cremated, if you want to pay to be sent out into space, boom, let's do it.
That
You just see yeah, all these different alien species out there just have random bodies.
On Friday, his viewings at 4. We're prepping for blast off at 4:50. I don't know about that one.
That's funny. You just see aliens. They just randomly getting floating bodies, fucking whacking their windshields. You just see these wipers on these motherships. What? It's like, no wonder they're coming to attack us. Like, stop sending your asses up here, fool.
For real. That's what's next for real. Oh yeah, that was funny.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said that's what's next for real.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this was a funny ass episode. You could tell this one was all shits and giggles and just having fun.
Yeah, for sure. Well, before we get out of here, anything else you want to say?
Nah, I think we're all set. Stay tuned for April 22nd, people.
I agree. Yeah, it should be one for the record books. See you then.
Peace.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays.
Rebel soul child got a fist ball, I'm a respawn of ancestors, and I'm blessed, They are not him, tell him fess up, I get check stub, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless, yeah, I got next up, right, now we not the same, cause see when I look in your iris,